Hello and welcome to the Pajama Journey episode number 2. It's September 2nd, and this is the second episode of my 40-day journey on how I recreate my business. So first things first, Kara said she can't believe that my yesterday's outfit was a pajama, so I decided to wear one of my ugliest pajamas that I can find in my closet. And the second thing is I needed to switch from my very cozy stair here to my desk because I had such an issue uploading the first video yesterday that it took me 3 hours. I felt a slap, and in the morning the video was still not uploaded. So this is why the first video came a little bit later than planned. Okay, so this is my desk. As you can see, I have my son's dinosaur here in the back. And okay, let's start. Let's start with the daily numbers. So let's quickly open up my phone. Let's start with the money on my bank account. Today I have 1,151 euros and 14 cents on my bank account. I had to transfer money from my savings bank account to my main bank account because my spendings were damn high today. So what I have spent today was 1,133 euros and 55 cents for a lawyer who is fighting for me that I get my money back from a guru coach that I felt back in 2023. I earned affiliate money from, it's called MemberSpot. It's back from my German business. It's some, MemberSpot is some kind of, I would say it's like Kajabi. So it's a course and membership hosting platform. And I earned 127 euros and 16 cents. I got a payout from Stripe from 386 euros and 2 cents. I shopped a book which Catherine recommended, The Year of Yes from Rhonda Shines. I can remember her. I couldn't, the girl who made this, who has written the secret book. It's 11 euros and 86 cents. I purchased Riverside. This is the software I'm using to record this videos and YouTube and podcast episodes for $26.24. Yeah, and that's it. So these are my spendings, a lot. And the thing is, I only made 86 euros and 28 cents. This is my revenue from today from Stripe. So I think I am in the plus. Currently, I have 5,833 active subscribers. I had 9 unsubscribes today. It's 8 p.m. In Germany, so maybe there will come some more unsubscribes, and this made a total list growth from 21 subscribers. Okay, these are the plain numbers. So am I happy with that numbers? Yes, I am, but only because I got paid from MemberSpot and I got a payout from Stripe, and I had a lot of money in my bank account on my savings. So it's okay. I'm okay for today. Okay, next thing, my tasks. Yesterday I shared with you that I wanted to create the templates, the email templates for my summer mentoring, and I wanted to finish the workbook for the Storyteller Storyboard system. So the thing is, I spent 6 hours creating the templates, but then I was left so tired and with so less time that I couldn't finish my workbook. So what I've done today, I created the remaining email templates for my summer mentoring students. I made a catch up in my inbox, so I answered all the emails from the past 2 weeks. We were on vacation. I solved the uploading issue from my very first video. I created a Spotify channel, I created the YouTube channel, and I checked my lead gen ad because I had an issue. I think it was on Friday where my cost per lead went up to €2. And I think that is, I think there wasn't just a glitch from Facebook because my CPL, my cost per leads, went down to 88 cents. So I think I wanted to figure out what happened. So maybe this is a question for my colleague Evelyn. So my day, private life. We celebrated our 8th wedding anniversary, and I'm coming straight from a sushi restaurant, and I really have a sushi belly. Like I look like I can be pregnant, but it's just a sushi baby. So we had crispy rolls, and we had a huge sushi plate. So yeah, it was super nice evening. Okay. Before I share with you my thoughts on a video from Vanessa Lao that I have watched today, I wanted to share with you what I have learned today. So I was a bit angry on myself because my tasks for today were only creating the templates and finishing the workbook. And if you think that my day only has 8 hours, it's totally unbelievable that I can make it. So there was the tasks on my to-do list were too huge, undoable, really undoable. Creating these templates took me 6 hours, and then I needed to pick up my son, and then I had no time to work on the course workbook. So I think my biggest learning from today is that I really need to learn to prioritize my tasks and learn how long I really would need for a task. So it's really totally undoable to create the workbook and the templates within 8 hours. So, all right. Before I come to my daily reflection and my learnings, I had here some notes from the video. I will link the video below. And if you know Vanessa Lao, I only know her because Evelyn talked about her after she made it in the second place on the school games in February. A video from Vanessa Lao was on my YouTube feed, and I started watching this, and she was talking about things she wanted to know earlier in her business. So, and Vanessa is very young, so she is 30 and she's a millionaire. She shut down her 7-figure business, I think 1.5 years ago, because she was burned out, and she went on a 12-month sabbatical, and now she's recreating her business, and she's a creator. She's a content creator, but she also created a 7-figure business from her content, just content creation, and this is what most of the influencers and content creators don't do. They have no idea how to turn their following into clients. So she did it, and really well. And the video I've watched today was about the things she wished to know sooner in her business journey. And I had some notes. So the first thing Vanessa talked about was stop creating content or things you don't like. Her point of view is that from the moment she stopped creating content that people like, she felt she felt more fun in her content creation. She was more herself. So she talked about the fact that she created once a YouTube video that went viral that was about Instagram and how to grow on Instagram, and then she realized, okay, when I talk about Instagram and grow on Instagram and become a content creator, then I get views and clicks and whatever. So, and then she realized this is not what she wanted to talk about. She wanted to talk about other things. And I'm a little bit, I feel 50% pro and 50% con to her statement. So I'm totally in when it comes to please stop creating these value content. So we all can find every valuable tips on the internet. So we need to share more stories and learnings and so on. But I also think when you are at the very beginning of your business journey, then you need to create first content that people, or that these valuable content and content that maybe isn't the best fit for you, just to get seen from the first 100, 200, 300 people. So if you are on the very beginning on your business journey, I would sure check what others do and try to create the same kind of content, but always add your personal touch. Okay, so this is the first statement. The second statement was stop trying to be perfect. My notes are, okay. So she talked about how she tried to be everybody's darling and how she tried, I thought she talked about me. So she also tried to say what people wanted to hear, to act and show up like in a way where she thought people will like her more. And she also, and this was a huge point for me, she also talks about that she said, not only said things where she thought people would like her more, she also avoided to say things just to be liked. And this is so me. So I am avoiding, or I was avoiding saying things because I thought if I would say that, people don't like me. Here's an example. This is the very first time I'm saying this in public. Okay, so I am very driven. And when I worked with Evelyn and I had a homework, I made my job. I gave myself no excuses to don't do things. Like when she said, Julia, you need to create 6 or 7 different lead magnets so we can test it, I made the 6 or 7 lead magnets within the next 48 hours. I was very driven. I pushed myself. And maybe this is the reason why I was able to test things fast. Yes, I only have one child. But at the time I started my business, this little guy was 2 years old, so it's not the easiest age of kids. And what I really wanted to say is, if you are too tired to work on your business, then that's fine. You are a mom, you are a dad, you are a parent, you have a corporate job. It's totally fine. But please, then you should not wonder why you get stuck on your business. It's a decision. And while I really know how it felt, or how it feels like to be tired as heck, it's a decision to go to bed or work on your business. And this is something I avoided to say for years, and this is the first time I said it. I don't want to judge someone. If you are a mom of 4, 5, or 1, or whatever, if you're a dog mom, I don't care. And if you're just too tired to work on your business, then that's fine. Then go to bed and take care of yourself, and it's okay. But if you want to make fast progress, then you should stay awake. Grab yourself a coffee and work on your business. I think many of you who hear that will hate me now, but that's my opinion. That doesn't mean that I'm a bad guy or that I can't help you with anything. It's just my opinion on things. And I don't judge you for taking a nap over working on your business. I do this very often. Okay, so next point. Stop talking poorly to yourself. This was a huge learning for me. She talked about how she pushed herself and talked poorly to herself. Like, instead of saying, hey, I created a good video, she was like, oh, I expected this amount of clicks or this amount of or that amount of new followers. So she talked about that her parents were the reason why she's talking so bad to herself. Like, her parents were people who said, why didn't you do that, instead of, hey, nice, you did that, but what about that? So a huge learning was that she said, your thoughts dedicate your feelings dedicate your actions, and your actions dedicate your results. And this is something I really, really have to learn, that I need to talk in a better way to myself. Maybe I'm going to write down at least one positive sentence to myself every single day on a piece of paper, because I am the same person. So instead of saying, hey, I have written 20 emails today, I'm like, oh my God, why didn't you finish your 30-day sequence? So I feel often that I could do more, but in reality, it's like, I did a lot, and that's great. So I think this is something I have to learn. Then she said she took now creative goals over metric goals. And this is something that really resonates with me, because I was a totally numbers-oriented goal setter. So my goals were always related to numbers and money, like 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 euros a month. It was all numbers related. But I never thought about, what if the thing that I'm doing right now, it's just oriented on sharing, and nurturing instead of numbers. And I think I did the first step with allowing myself to do this 40-day journey, just to, there's nothing behind. So there's no numbers goal behind this. I wouldn't call it strategy behind this journey. There's no numbers goal behind this journey. It's just about sitting down, talking about my day, sharing my learnings, sharing strategy steps that I'm doing in my business. And it's just, connecting with you, nurturing, building a relationship, and helping. So this is the whole goal. Well, the next thing, huge. It's safe to take a break. So Vanessa talked about the fact that for the first 6 months of her sabbatical, she slept 12 plus hours a day and were sick the first few weeks, because she was so on survival mode and just on pushing herself higher and higher. And this is so me. So before I got my burnout diagnosis in June last year, I pushed myself harder. The less I earned, the more I worked, the less successful I was, the more I pushed myself to work, because I thought the harder I would work, the more money I would make. But the truth is, it's the opposite. At the moment where you allow yourself to recover, you got the energy that you need. I think if I would have my burnout a year ago, I would be very successful, or more successful now than I am right now. So the the sentence, "It's safe to take a break," I needed to pause the video because I felt like, oh my God, she's finger pointing on me. And also today, right now, it's sometimes I really need to allow myself a break and just step away from my desk and say, hey, you're a human being. You need sleep. You need food. You need love from your spouse, from your husband, from your son. Stop working. The unwritten sales page will be unwritten tomorrow, and if you don't set your funnel live today, you will not miss the million when you do it tomorrow. So it's fine. I think my sentence is fine. So just let me know if you also feel like something you need to allow yourself a break. So yeah, hard thing, I think. Yeah. Then there was a sentence that hits me again. She said she had no life. Her life was her business. And oh my God, this was like, I wasn't able to sit down with my husband for dinner not talking about my business. I avoided meeting my friends because I couldn't talk with them about my business because they don't understand what I do and so on. And I realized that short before I got my burnout diagnosis, I couldn't sleep anymore because my brain was constantly working. And I woke up in the night making notes on what I need to do in my business. And it was like, my whole life was my business, and there was nothing around it. No family time, no self-care, nothing. And this hits me also very hard, that I realized that I put my business over my family and my friends. So if I could turn back the time, this was something I would definitely change, really. Whew. Oh, this is a hard one today. Okay. And then she talked about value content and personal story content. And at the moment she talked about this, I thought, okay, this could be me in this video, because she said, value content is easy to create because you just have to grab 5 tips for whatever your niche is and write them down. But creating personal story content is harder because you are afraid to be vulnerable, you are afraid to be raw, you think you don't have any story to tell. And the thing is, and this is, again, this could be me, she said, in times of ChatGPT, people can get any information within seconds. If you put in ChatGPT, create a 1-week meal plan with a maximum of 2,000 calories a day. Avoid gluten. Do you know gluten? Yeah, I think it's gluten. It's gluten. And avoid meat. Within seconds, you have a meal plan. So sharing value is easy but useless, because not only ChatGPT will provide any information, also the whole internet. But, and this is what she explained it so well, you need to watch the video. I think it's around minute 20 or something. She said, what people can't get from ChatGPT and can't find in the internet is your lessons, your learnings, your story. The relatable me isn't something you can find on ChatGPT. So people will build a relationship with you, not because you share 5 tips, because you share your experience. And then she said something, and this is super valuable. With sharing valuable content, you show up as a teacher, like, I don't do this and do that. So it's just some kind of a finger pointing, like she explained it like, yeah, you're a teacher. You tell people what to do and what not to do. The better way is show up on an eye-on-eye perspective and just share what you have learned, so people see, wow, this girl is on a journey and she made some experience. I can learn from her. It's some kind of a push and pull marketing technique, but if you share your story, your learnings, your lessons you have learned, people can make the decision by themselves if they are with you or not with you. And this is what you need. You need people who decided, hey, this is a relatable person. She's sharing valuable insights. So I think I want to follow her. Okay? So you need to inspire, and you don't need to teach. This is what she said. Okay, wow. Let's quickly talk about the daily reflection. So my highlights definitely was or is still our 8th wedding anniversary. I had some really great aha moments from the video, and I think my biggest learning from today is the fact that also the big ones like Vanessa Lao, and she's really a big one in this coaching business market, also say, hey, don't share value content, share your personal story. So what I am teaching since half a year now became public, and everyone is talking about it, and this makes me a little bit proud. So I think this is my biggest learning from my highlight and my learning from today. So how did I feel about my progress and accomplishments? So normally I would say I'm angry about myself because I wasn't able to finish my my workbook, but because I have learned that I shouldn't talk poorly to myself, I would rather say I'm proud of myself that I finished template 14 to 30 for my summer mentoring students. And it's okay to not have finished my workbook because it was too much. I moved it to tomorrow. So, oh my God, I feel like I grown up. What can I improve or do differently tomorrow? As I said, work on my to-do list. Work on prioritize my tasks, and think about how long would the stuff will take me to do. What I'm grateful for today, definitely my husband. I made a post on Facebook where I said that my husband believes in my dreams more than I do, and he always has my back, and he's super supportive, not emotionally supportive, but always supportive, and I'm super grateful for my husband. Okay, so let's quickly check what's up tomorrow, just to make sure I shared after I finish this video, I need to create my Monday email. And tomorrow I am working on my course workbook. Not saying I'm finishing them, working on my workbook. Okay, great. I hope you feel a little bit inspired, or you have learned something, or even if you think, Julia, you are totally like, ooh, just let me know. So this is day 2 of my 40-day journey. I'm happy that you are with me, and have a nice day. See you tomorrow.